First of the year, New Year's resolution, get in shape. Got my infinity hoop. I'm gonna do this. I got this. I'm gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep up with it. All year long, I got this.
You're not gonna keep up with it.
So rude. I got this. I'm gonna, oh, it's done. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You're not gonna do this. She's not gonna do this. What's gonna do is you're gonna use it once, then put it into a corner, and it's gonna collect dust. Or you're gonna just lay it on the floor, and I'm gonna trip over it, fall, and it will be hilarious, but it will hurt.
I hate New Year's resolutions. Hey guys, new year, new let me tell ya, the first episode of 2022. And you know what it is?
Finland!
New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions and how most oftentimes they are not very attainable. And I know what you're thinking. Well, I've made New Year's resolutions. I've done fine with them. They all go well, yada, yada, yada. That's not the case for everybody. In fact, I am probably one of the worst people when it comes to New Year's resolutions because I have so many intentions and good thoughts in my mind to do these things. And it just, well, the year becomes a year and things take a turn and not necessarily am I able to keep that resolution. And ultimately, it upsets me that I can't because it's basically like making a promise to yourself at the beginning of the year to do something all year long or for a portion of the year. And when you're not able to do that, it's almost like you're failing yourself. Could be my thoughts, could be just me. But let's be real, New Year's resolutions are pretty much bunk. There are so many, though, that people make. I am not going to go through them all. This episode would be 40 minutes long.
525,600 minutes.
No, probably longer than that.
9,986,000 minutes.
And we're not doing that. We're going to make it short and sweet. So we're going to go with the top three. Not necessarily the top three by the whole world standards. The top three as in the top three that I have made, my friends have made, my family have made, more common that I have seen among people. And the ones that are probably, in my mind, the hardest to keep. So the first one we're going to start talking about is the one you just saw, which would be to get healthy, aka eat better, get in shape, work out, try to move more. All of these things that seem very attainable. I don't know what it is about telling ourselves this at the beginning of the year that we're going to do these things. It just never seems to go well. When you want to get healthy, when you want to be healthy, when people say it's a lifestyle choice, it is. And it's not something that you should just spring on yourself at the beginning of the year. It's something that you kind of need to work into, like set yourself up, take time to map things out. What are you going to eat? How are you going to budget? Not just money, time. There's a lot that goes into it. And I feel a lot of times when we make the New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year, it's just like a quick thought of, well, I had to make a resolution and I really kind of do want to get healthier. So yeah, I'm just going to choose that and it's going to be fine. Most people, including myself, I would say can do it for a short period of time, some longer than others. Normally I last a couple weeks, maybe the first month, and then I bend to the will of life, work, really good food, time restraints, money restraints.
Finland!
It's a lot. And I don't want to say everybody's failures because that's not right. It's just we put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we make this big to-do about a New Year's resolution, especially if the year prior, which 2021 and 2020, if they were not good, that year prior was not good, you're not starting the new year too great. You're starting the new year pretty well beat down. And so, yes, getting healthy would bring you back up, but it's not necessarily the easiest thing to start with, I don't think. It's always been relatively difficult for me. That being said, I have told myself I do want to get healthier. It is a slow process, starting with small amounts of exercise, small amounts of changing food. But again, this is, money, time, all of these restraints. It does make it more difficult and it is a slow process for me to get there. That being said, to people who make this resolution and keep it, Congratulations. I'm glad you're able to do that. That's wonderful. And I hope you are very successful as many times as you make this resolution. Another one that I have seen that's relatively common is to save more money and spend less money. That is so much easier said than done, especially now with the pandemic and there being shipping issues and stocking issues. Prices have gone up pretty incredibly. The just overall like work platform, people losing jobs, people not wanting to work because of the pandemic. This year of many, many years is probably one of the harder ones. Obviously, we're just not going to pay attention to 2020 and 2021. But this year for this resolution, it is going to be relatively difficult. But even if we weren't in a pandemic, the whole fact of saving money, spending less, you just never know what's going to happen in a year. You don't. You don't know if there's going to be some sort of accident, some sort of, major spend that you have to make, some unexpected life change that could affect your finances. So again, we're setting ourselves up for probably a pretty big failure. That's not saying, again, that it will fail. It's just we're not leaving a lot of room for positive results here. You can try, and again, some will succeed, but that's a lot to put on yourself, especially at the first of the year when we're just starting things. We're trying to make a better year. We're trying to make a better us. It's difficult. So that's another one that I think is kind of like, wah, wah, wah. You could try, you may succeed, but you may fail. I would definitely fail. I have failed. I've made that resolution before and I have failed. Hence why I'm in crippling debt and trying to get my way out of it, and slowly but surely we'll get there.
9,986,000 minutes.
So there's that. And then the third one that I want to talk about is getting organized, getting oneself together, basically just kind of managing your life better. Again, being in a pandemic, this is probably, not necessarily a resolution people are going to attempt to make because it's just, there's not much hope for that this year. But in prior years, to get yourself organized, you think, oh, that's got to be real easy, right? Depends. For me, working in retail, my schedule was never the same, still really isn't the same. My home life, even just trying to get my house organized, was a big issue. And that came more to like money things, because like, oh, I don't have shelves for this, I don't have drawers for this, I don't have boxes for that. So getting organized is a doozy. And although there are people out there who love organization, who are completely by the book, and they have appointments for appointments and all of that stuff, and obviously that would not be their New Year's resolution to get organized, but for us disorganized people, hello, how you doing? It's putting a pressure on you to succeed at something that for you as a person may be a little difficult to do. Which my whole point in doing this episode is that I love people trying to be like, new year, new me. And that's great. If you want to change something about yourself, I am all in support of you changing something about yourself. However, doing it at the first of the year, doing it with this expectation that it's going to be this way or else, it's just not doing you any mental good. You're setting this precedent to yourself that you may not be able to achieve. And I don't know about you guys, but when I set my mind on something that I really, really want to do it, and there's something that backtracks it for me, there's something that makes it more difficult to get there or makes me unable to get there at all, I get really upset and I start to blame myself and kind of go down this spiral thinking of, well, if I can't do that, then I can't do this, and I can't do that.
You can blow with this, you can blow with that.
I know, seems kind of silly, but I feel like a lot of people take that pressure on themselves. When you set a goal, you want to meet it. And a lot of times these New Year resolutions that we make, we reach so far out there to something that we want and we hold dear and we really want to make it. But we reach so far that sometimes we can't pull what we grabbed back. And although you may not notice it, you may not feel it from the outside, but you feel it from the inside. You start just kind of wah-wahing on yourself. Again, I do this Personally, I have faltered many times on trying to lose weight and eating better. I have faltered many times on trying to save money and getting organized. So let's throw out all of those old New Year's resolutions. Just lose them, throw them out, and focus on like attainable ones. So something that's maybe not so definite. I will make sure at some point this year to treat myself. You know, I will look inward, not focus so much on the out, try to become a better me by just living life and taking every day as it comes and trying to do the best that I can do. And I know that seems like a very lame resolution, but personally this year, yes, I do want to get healthy, but that's not my New Year's resolution. That is just a lifestyle change that I need to make, and we'll get there. My New Year's resolution is simply to be the best me that I can be. To step into every day, starting fresh, with a good head on my shoulders, and just trying to make it through the day. Because right now, especially during a pandemic, every day is different and every day is difficult. So having these thoughts that we're gonna succeed in one definite finite thing is hard. It's hard on a lot of people. Evaporate the finite, push back from the finite, spread to the open-ended, if you will, and just basic things. I will take care of my mental health this year. I will enjoy a nice dinner date with somebody, something small, something you feel that you can achieve. Do not reach so far that you're gonna come back with nothing, because it will be upsetting and it'll be frustrating, and then you'll be like, at the end of the year, you'll be like, well, I tried it, and 2 months into it, I gave up because I couldn't do it. So pick something simple, pick something silly, pick something like I will remain the kid at heart that I actually am, that I will watch played out for reviews on games that I can play to build that kid inside of me and let them out. Share, make a communal resolution with some of your friends that you will just take time to bond with each other. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain what I think you should do, but I feel like you guys are getting my drift. Just day by day, step by step, making a plan and a solution for an entire year is a little outrageous, because you don't know what's going to happen that year. You don't know if there's going to be ups, you don't know if there's going to be downs. And so that one thing that you want to do may or may not happen. So you're setting yourself up to just possibly tank a year in your mind. And you may not actually tank the year. You may be doing very well that year, but you had this set goal and you weren't able to meet it. So in your brain, couldn't do it. So throw out New Year's resolutions. Just take it upon yourself to maybe once a week, make a deal with yourself that you can possibly achieve. Once a month. Again, planning something for an entire year is a little difficult. So we're throwing out the old, in with the new, of just living day by day, and each day taking a step closer towards maybe that ultimate goal. But every day have little mini goals so that you have some sense of achievement. For me, it is trying to use that infinity hoop at least 3 times a week. That is my goal. Hot Toddy will probably laugh at me because I probably won't make that goal, but I will do my best to do so. Hey Poop, what's your New Year's resolution?
To poop without pills.
Hot Toddy's New Year's resolution is to make this channel super fuzz, like blow up. That's a bit of a outrageous goal, probably for a New Year's resolution. He might see a little bit of failure in that, but hopefully not, because I would also like this to blow up. Maybe baby steps with that one video. Let's see if we can blow up one video. If you want to blow up this video, that would be awesome. As for whatever resolution you picked, or whatever promise or deal or whatever that you tried to make with yourself and you did make with yourself, I hope you succeed. I do. If you don't for some reason though, do not be ashamed. Do not be upset with yourself, because every day is a new day and you can start over and you can try again. So keep it up. Keep trying to do whatever it is you need to do, but mostly just keep trying to be yourself, being the best self you can be, and taking care of yourself, because those are the most important things. I promise. Well, we're gonna keep this one short and sweet. We have many new videos to come here on the Super Fuzz page, so check them out. If you want to be notified when they do come out, click that little bell down at the bottom so that you can subscribe and you'll get notified. Make sure you like and share this video. If you want to check out our About section on the YouTube page for some merch, for some links to our Smokin' Hot podcast that we do, just to know a little bit of everything about us, all that we do. Enjoy those. As for me, I am going to keep baby stepping my way to an ultimate goal by the end of this year, and hopefully the new year, new me statement will actually stay true, will hold to. So thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Good luck. Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Finland!
Ed, what are you doing?
Just watching some TV. Sitting here.
I thought you were supposed to be working out with your thing. That was your resolution, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm taking a break from it.
It's been 2 days.
Yeah, New Year's resolutions. Fudge it.
I think that's it.